Borow, talk about tonight and how the team played in the second period.
Yeah, I think you probably heard it from Coach. I mean, obviously it wasn't the period we were looking for, and you know, we had a chance there going in 1-1 to that period. I think we kind of blew it, but you know, if we could have played the way we did in the third, that outcome probably would have been a lot different.
So do you consider what he said, effort is the reason why?
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of things you can't kind of put the finger on one thing alone, but that's definitely a big part of it.
Now you mentioned going to the second tie. Did you feel like you were kind of lucky to come out of the first that way, or did you like the way you guys played?
I mean, it definitely wasn't our best period. It was a little sloppy. You know, we had a long week, and you know, it's just the way it is. Sometimes there's a bit of a rust when we haven't played a game in a week. But obviously, we don't want to make excuses. But sometimes that's just the way it is. But you know, coming to that period 1-1, you know, we should have tried to take advantage of that.
Coach said it's not like we played well and lost, we stunk and lost. Does that make it a little bit easier to put it behind you and say this wasn't our night and we've got to find the way we were playing?
To be honest, I think that makes it a little bit harder. I mean, when you got to look at yourself in the mirror like that, you know, do a bit of gut check. But, you know, sometimes you're just going to play great and bounces aren't going to go your way. But, you know, these ones kind of eat at you a little bit when you know that probably wasn't your best 60 minutes.
Chance to get right back at it, though.
Yep.
Talk about how you guys bounce back and what you have to do tomorrow night.
Yeah, obviously, you know, we made some mistakes tonight. We got to learn from them. You know, you got to think about it and let it sting for a little bit until Coach says, you know, until your head hits the pillow, and you know, we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Might not have been your night, but I got to imagine you got to tip your hat somewhat to the guy between the pipes for them in his first game in the AHL. Had a pretty good game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, good for him. You know, I don't think we've seen him before, but it's a good job by him.
Talk about your goal tonight and give us a little analysis on your goal.
You know, we made a good job, made a good play, so we're driving wide there and threw it in front of the net, and I just kind of got lucky. It was in the right spot, and tried to tee one up. You know, Coach is telling us to shoot pucks and get some traffic in front, and I got lucky enough that it went right in.
Syracuse is sort of at the bottom of the barrel, right alongside with you guys, but they give you a hard time. What is it about this team that...
Yeah, you know, there's always going to be teams like that over the course of a season. I mean, they got a lot of skilled forwards, you know, they got a lot of experience, but, you know, just the way it is, every team in this league, and our division especially, is a strong team, and, you know, we're going to have to come in night out ready to play those teams.
What did you think of Robin in the third? Coach pointed to him as kind of a bright spot and something to hang your hat on a little bit in this one?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine how tough it is for a goalie to come in like that cold after sitting there for 40 minutes watching, but he did a great job, and, you know, we kind of tried to rally around him and give as much help as we could.
Now you mentioned also shooting the puck. You know, seemed like you did that a lot more in the third period as well. Are there a lot of things you did in the third you can carry into tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we were keeping it simple. You know, from the back end as a D-man, you know, in that third period, we were just looking to kind of move the puck to our first option and keep it simple. And you know, we were getting pucks up to the forwards, and the forwards were getting pucks in, and we were getting pucks in the net. And you know, if we can keep that moving into tomorrow night, hopefully, you know, we'll get off on the right foot. Thanks.